Hello and welcome to the new video. So we're going to be talking about range, DPS, gear, weapons, stats, gems, and all of that. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so let's start with armor and weapon choices. So if you're a range DPS, you're going to want leather 100% of the time. This is going to give you the most amount of damage because of this passive. And also, it's going to give you a balance between physical and magic defense. So for your weapons, you can choose to have either a bow or a rifle. If you like archery more, which is more single target, faster attack speed, then you're going to want to take a bow. A rifle is a little bit closer range, more AoE, more burst damage. That's going to be a rifle. And then for your left and right hand weapons, you can choose to go for, ideally, I would say, a scepter, because it's going to give you some magic attack, which is going to help with poison damage. And then in your offhand, you can use a dagger. You can also use a sword or a katana, whatever you want. You can also do double dagger, which will give you the most attack speed, but you will lose out on the poison damage. You can also, if you're a gunner, you can also have a shield for more defenses. I would not play with a shield if you're an archer, because as an archer, since you have the longest range, you should be focused on just dealing damage and not trying to increase your defenses. You can also go for a club in your right hand. This gives you some healing power. If you want to play with vitalism, it will give you something to heal with, but I wouldn't do it because your heals are going to be weak. Just focus on maximizing your damage as a ranged DPS. So for your stat distribution, your main stat is going to be agility. That's going to increase your range attack. And then stamina is going to increase your survivability. When you're migrating stats, subtract from strength first, and then take the rest from spirit. When it comes to range DPS, you can honestly have as much agility as you want. Since you are a range DPS, your form of survivability, apart from stamina, will be keeping your range away from people trying to kill you. So it's okay to stack up a lot on agility. Now for the weapons, so for your gems, you can choose to either go range crit damage or defense penetration. So the difference between these, essentially, if you're playing with a rifle, if you're playing gunslinger, you'll see most gunslingers take defense penetration. This is because your strongest attack, which is collateral damage, does not have the ability to crit, and so stacking defense penetration is the only way to maximize that damage from that skill. However, since it's been nerfed, you see a lot of gunslingers switch to range crit damage, just so they can benefit from every other skill. I would recommend, if you're a new player, and honestly any range DPS nowadays, I would recommend going range crit damage. And the reason why is because with archery and gunslinger, you already have so much defense penetration built in automatically, and so having more gems is kind of overkill. And so for your stats, agility, stamina, range crit rate, and then range crit damage or defense penetration. If you're playing with a shield, you want to take max health. For your gems, agility, stamina main set, range attack, and then for your third set, you can have move speed or evasion or shield block rate, and then you want to take this 270 physical defense Little Frost. For your bow, you're going to want to take the 2% range skill damage Little Frost, and then for your left and right hand weapon, you can take magic skill damage just to increase poison damage. For your head stats, you're going to want to take range crit rate gems, agility, stamina, receive melee and receive magic damage. You could also do with receive range damage, resilience, max health, and then the stealth detection Little Frost. For your chest and feet, resilience gems, agility, stamina, main stat, receive melee and receive magic damage. You can also do with receive range damage, resilience, max health. You want to take 3% receive damage in your chest and toughness in your feet. For your belt and your wrist, agility, stamina, main stat, backstab range damage, toughness. You can also do with receive healing. If you're a gunslinger, then you want to take the collateral damage gems. If you're an archer, then take the blazing arrow gems. And then for your wrist, you can do range attack in your wrist. Because for the wrist gems, typically we use gems like these, the escape gems or the snare or the movement gems, to be resistant against CC. But as range DPS, if you keep your range, You can honestly just take ranged attack gems and maximize your damage. And then for the lunar drops, you can take Earth for stamina, Gale for agility. For your hands, you can take focus gems. This is going to basically increase the amount that you can penetrate against parry and evasion and shield block. Or you can take evasion for a more defensive option. Agility, stamina, main stat, receive melee, receive mag damage. You can also do with receive range damage, resilience, and max health. And then you're going to want to take the range crit damage, Lunar Frost. For your pants, toughness gems, agility, stamina, main stat, receive melee damage, receive mag damage. You can also do with receive range, resilience, and max health, and the toughness and Lunar Frost. For your instrument, you want to take attack speed gems, agility, stamina, main stat, range attack, and evasion. And then you can take the Indomitable Tracker Lunar Frost for the range attack. For your cloak, you're going to want to take the Windsong Cloak. This is going to give you move speed. And then, so at Ethereum, you want to take agility, stamina, and then the third stat is going to be either intelligence, spirit, or strength. Just leave it at one of those. When you get a Dolphin Head, you're going to unlock the fourth stat, which is going to be range crit rate or defense penetration. I'd recommend range crit rate. When you awaken to Iron Head, you're going to be able to reroll that third useless stat to resilience. So do that. And then at Aeronor, it's going to keep the same stats. And then at Radiant Aeronor, you will unlock the fifth stat. You can take receive healing or resilience if you didn't get resilience over here. And then for the Lunar Frost, you can take the perfect Gale. It's going to increase your agility. Or stamina, the perfect Earth for stamina if you want more defense. For your costume, so this is where the stats can vary a lot depending on your playstyle. So you absolutely do want receive range damage, range skill damage, range crit rate, and then either defense penetration or range crit damage. You can also go for both if you want. Backstab range damage, I would take this if you are a gunner. Range attack is also going to be beneficial. And then you can also do with receive melee, receive magic, receive range damage if you want more defenses. Focus is okay. Resilience, toughness, max health, and receive healing. These are okay, but I'll try to get one of these stats. And then for your Lunastone, I'd recommend Melisara's. As an archer, since you are relying on crit damage, you want to maximize your crit rate. This will help you with that. If you want more defenses, like if you're a gunner, you can do Enox. Now for your undergarments, same thing, varies based on your playstyle. You absolutely want range crit rate, range skill damage, and range crit damage or defense penetration. And then if you're going for a more defensive build, you can take receive melee, receive magic, or receive ranged. If you want more damage, you can take backstab range damage if you're a gunner, or range attack. You can also do with resilience, max health, toughness, or received healing, but I would try to reroll these to one of these. And then the Secret Gale Lunateer will give you agility, Secret Earth will give stamina, and then attack speed for the gems. Now for your necklace, the Archeum Evernight necklace is good if you're a gunner and you want more defenses, but as range DPS, to maximize your damage, you're going to want the Soul Liberator, agility, stamina, main stat, range skill damage, range attack, and defense penetration. You could also do with attack speed and focus, but try to get these. And then Indomitable Tracker Lunar Frost for the range attack. For your earrings, agility, stamina, main stat, receive damage, and max health. That's all you want. And then Indomitable Tracker Lunar Frost. For your rings, range, agility or stamina, should be agility, range skill damage, and defense penetration. You can also do with attack speed and focus. And for your Flawless Aram ring, when you get it, you'll take receive damage, range skill damage, and defense penetration. And then Indomitable Tracker Lunar Frost. And that's all.